It's Friday afternoon, and registration is underway for a Limmud Jewish study weekend at a spa hotel in the Lithuanian resort of Druskininkai. The participants are all members of Lithuania's tiny Jewish community that's struggling to maintain its existence. One of the organizers of the event is Simon Gurevich, whom we met a few days earlier in Vilnius.
Yeah, and you're going yes, and you're going schlafen.
Yeah? Simon, you're talking to your daughter in Yiddish.
Yeah, for sure. In Vilna, which other language could we speak? Oh!
But Yiddish is still alive in Vilna?
For sure. Many people do speak Yiddish. Unfortunately, not so much the young people, but the older generation does speak.
This is the Jewish kindergarten in the Lithuanian capital of Vilnius.
In the Soviet times, for my grandparents and parents, to be Jew meant to speak Yiddish. Most of the religious practices were forbidden, and so Yiddish, the Yiddish songs, Yiddish theater, Yiddish newspaper, this was the way to resist the Soviet regime, which wanted to destroy all the rest, what the Nazis did not do.
There are officially 5,000 Jews in Lithuania today. The unofficial count is under 3,000. Nonetheless, like the kindergarten, the Sholom Aleichem Jewish Day School is full. Their school plays, like this one, reflect the shadow hanging over the Jews of Lithuania, even at a remove of 4 generations. 95% of Lithuania's 250,000 Jews were murdered in the Shoah, the highest percentage of any European country. Many of them were shot and buried in the forests that fill this country. Forests like the infamous Ponar just outside Vilna. Here, 100,000 Jews and 600 years of Jewish scholarship drowned in a sea of blood. One of the last survivors of the Vilna ghetto and heroine of the partisans, 91-year-old Fania Bransovsky, returns to Ponar again and again to tell her story in the place where her parents and only sister lie buried in mass graves.
Das damals wir, die wo sind gewesen in Ponar, als wir vielleicht bringen mit dem Bahn, vielleicht man bringen die Menschen von herum.
Do you think that the Jewish community of Vilna has a future?
Ja, ich bin Optimistin und dank dem bin ich recht leben geblieben.
Fania is not alone. The tiny Jewish community of Lithuania is fighting to build a bridge to its past and to create a future in a country that collaborated in the murder of its Jews.
We do not have these Muslim extremists. We do not have extremists in the government or in the Seimas or parliament. So I think I'm afraid to say, even I don't know how long it will continue, but the situation that we have today, we have just a good environment for the Jews to continue staying here in Lithuania, to developing the community. So we have all the conditions for that.
We're driving south to the popular resort town of Druskininkai, once a favorite vacation spot for the Jews of Lithuania. Close to 300 people have gathered here for the mini Limmud weekend, sponsored by the European Jewish Fund.
The main aim of the event is to try to attract, through a different way, the people who are not so much affiliated with the community, or maybe they would like to affiliate, but there are not so many events for them.
Besides the comforts of a Swedish-style spa hotel, Limmud offers Jewish-centered activities and study sessions, designed to appeal to a wide range of participants. And here at Limmud, we meet Anna, the granddaughter of the Vilna ghetto heroine Fania Bransovsky. Like her mother before her, and like many others in the community, Anna is married to a non-Jew.
Very, very lately, I feel somewhere inside of me some kind of arousing need for becoming a part of it again and bringing my children closer to the Jewish community. I took the very first step this summer. I took Yiddish language courses in the Vilnius University Yiddish Institute, where my grandma still works as a librarian. So I'm not that much involved into the Jewish community life, but I do have plans.
The leaders of the Lithuanian Jewish community believe that mixed marriage need not be an obstacle to Jewish renewal.
mostly not Jewish wives are more interested in Judaism than Jewish husbands. No, it's maybe funny, but there is something in that.
Part of the legacy of 50 years of Soviet occupation are those young people whose parents kept their Jewish roots hidden from them. Tanya was born and raised as a Christian and is attending Limmud for the first time. She speaks to us in Hebrew after spending a year in Tel Aviv studying to become a Jew.
אני חושבת ששבת פה יכול להיות שהוא לא כל כך, לא יודעת, דתי כמו זה יכול להיות במשפחה דתית, למשל בישראל, אבל אני אהבתי את זה מאוד. אני חושבת שזה יותר טוב להיות בשבת פה עם יהודים אחרים ולא להיות לבד בבית בשבת.
As Shabbat draws to a close, Simon conducts a Havdalah ceremony. And the faces of the participants show that something has changed. Windows have been opened in their hearts. Distant memories rekindled. This is Leah Zinda reporting for IBA News in Lithuania.